Hello, good morning. Today we are here to introduce the new intense line, a line that is going to completely revolutionize the intense range. It's called Exozomi, and it's a line made up of a cream, a serum, and 4 concentrates, whose main active ingredient is the exosomes. We are going to go step by step, looking at what exosomes are in each product, what it's for, what its texture is like, and what benefits they are going to provide. Exosomes are messengers. Exosomes are what we call the couriers that transport information to the cells. They are tiny microscopic vesicles, really very small, that carry stem cells, proteins, RNA inside them. These act as vehicles that communicate information from cell to cell. It's an active ingredient that is revolutionizing aesthetic medicine. You're going to hear a lot about exosomes. Okay, and now you know they're like couriers, so it's easy to remember. They carry information from cell to cell, and inside they contain proteins, stem cells, and RNA. Okay. So what benefits does cellular renewal in the skin provide? They have anti-aging properties, okay? They will improve the firmness and texture of the skin. We've been testing these exosomes for, I can say, over a year now, okay? And we've seen some incredible results. We've added to these formulations some completely natural vesicles which we extract from apples, okay? They are developed following the principles of green chemistry. Our goal in nature is to be more sustainable. So this entire formulation is based on green chemistry with completely natural active ingredients, and our exosomes come from apples. What do exosomes do? They unify, renew, and rejuvenate the skin. You will see your skin looking more smooth, more even, with fewer fine lines and greater firmness. A total and overall rejuvenation. As I already mentioned, our line consists of a serum, a cream, and 4 concentrates. One is a hydrating concentrate, another is antioxidant, another provides radiance, and the last is a global regenerator. Now let's go through each one to see which active ingredients they contain and what they do. Our serum is called Exozomi serum. It's a serum. It contains exosomes and also includes Centella asiatica Zika. Centella asiatica is a regenerator. It improves scars, even enhances the skin's radiance. It's an antioxidant, really. By combining these exosomes with Centella asiatica, we're going to achieve much better results. It can be used both day and night. You can use just the serum, or we can add a few drops of any of our concentrates to boost this serum. That is, if we need more hydrated skin because it's dehydrated, then we'll add the concentrate that provides hydration. Now let's explain it step by step. I don't want to confuse you. The cream. The cream contains exosomes and, in addition, peptides. Peptides are the ones that give the instructions, and exosomes the cars. They carry the information, just so you know in a simple way what each thing does. So by combining these 2 active ingredients, we will notice an overall rejuvenation on the skin, making it much firmer, more youthful, and the texture is quite light and absorbs very, very well. It doesn't leave excess oil and can be used on all skin types except for skins. Maybe I wouldn't really recommend it for skin, for example, with severe acne, because it could cause more breakouts, but for combination, dehydrated or dry skin, it's truly wonderful. You can effectively use it both during the day and throughout the night, and you can readily apply it after your preferred serum or even boost the efficacy of this remarkable cream. With our concentrate, let's start with the first one. The first concentrate is Hidratantă, a complex that contains exosomes and 10% hyaluronic acid. It's especially targeted for dehydrated skin. As you know, hyaluronic acid works by retaining water, so the skin doesn't become dehydrated. It contains 10% hyaluronic acid, 100% pure. So as you know, it has both high and low molecular weight. This means we will hydrate all layers of the skin. It promotes cellular regeneration and is especially designed to restore and retain moisture. It has a fluid, lightweight texture that absorbs quickly and doesn't leave a greasy feeling on the skin. It absorbs beautifully and can be used either on its own, the concentrate by itself. We apply 5 to 8 drops directly onto the skin, or we can boost our serum and creams by adding this concentrate to them. I would recommend using this hyaluronic acid concentrate. You can use it both day and night, but I might focus more on using it during the day. Since we have other concentrates that are more specifically for nighttime use, but it can be used both day and night. Then we have this glow, which gives the skin radiance, shine, a beautiful texture, and a dewy look. I love it. It contains exozomis and 10% niacinamide, the niacinamide. As you already know, since I've told you many times, it really brightens the skin. Also, I don't want to call it a depigmenting agent, but it's true that it evens out skin tone and improves dark spots. It contains 10%, so anything above 5% niacinamide already has this function of improving tone and dark spots. So imagine at 10%, it's even better. We're going to achieve cellular renewal. It's going to improve a lot. The skin, it's an antioxidant, a very powerful one that will also renew the skin, and it has a very light fluid texture. It can be used alone or combined with our serum and our cream. You'll only notice better results. I would use it morning and night. In the case of a client or person who doesn't have dehydrated skin, I would use this one in the morning and wouldn't use the hyaluronic acid. Or we can even combine different concentrates, applying one, letting it absorb, then we can apply another on top and let it absorb. As you know, we should use whatever we need most. For example, imagine skin with dark spots. In that case, we would use the 10% niacinamide as the first option. Once it has absorbed, we can apply the other concentrates, or we can enhance our creams and our serum with these concentrates. And it's not just the products from this line. Any cream or serum we have at home can be boosted with these concentrates. I also find it very interesting that if a customer doesn't want to buy the whole line and only wants to get the concentrate, they should be told that these concentrates can be combined with other serums and creams. Next, we have another concentrate, which is Essoradian, containing 10% vitamin C. We're going to combine exosomes with vitamin C. Vitamin C has the ability to gently resurface the skin. It's also a very powerful antioxidant that repairs and smooths the skin. I especially recommend antioxidants for daytime use. It's very important whenever we use any of these concentrates, we must then apply sunscreen. The vitamin C is stabilized, so it's a type of vitamin C that doesn't tend to oxidize much. Even so, it's been packaged in an amber bottle to prevent this from happening. And with this vitamin C, what we've noticed is that it doesn't clog the skin. Often vitamin C is great, we really like it, but it has that downside of clogging pores, especially if the skin is very oily. So it's not always ideal for those cases, but this vitamin C, since it's stabilized, works really well. And in no case have we seen it clog pores or cause any of those issues. And as I've already mentioned, it's a very powerful antioxidant that I especially recommend for daytime use, and afterwards you need to apply sunscreen. It also has a light texture, absorbs quickly, and just like before, you can use it on its own or combine it to boost Cicero cream. We'll see the skin looking much more radiant and even. And now our last concentrate. Our last concentrate is exclusively for nighttime use. Why is that? Because it contains 2% retinol. Retinol isn't as photosensitive as retinol, but it still works better at night. At night, regeneration is much deeper thanks to rest and sleep. And we'll notice better results if we use it at night rather than during the day. That's why we've made it exclusively for nighttime use. We need to start using it on alternate days. On alternate days because for some people, retinol can cause a bit of skin irritation and you need to let your skin get used to it. So we'll start by using it every other day, and once our skin is fully accustomed and tolerates it, we can use it every night. What retinol and retinol do is provide deep regeneration, improve texture and tone, reduce wrinkles, and strengthen the skin. It's ideal if what we need is to get rid of marks, smooth out, and improve texture. Retinol. I am a huge fan of retinol and niacinamide, and I would always use retinol at night. Likewise, we can use it on its own, which will be more potent. Or we can combine it with our serum and our cream to boost its effects. This is what the display would look like, as you can see. Our serum with cica and exosomes, our cream with peptides and exosomes, our hyaluronic acid concentrate at 10%, our concentrate of those glows that contain niacinamide at 10%, which will give the skin a lot of radiance and plumpness. Our vitamin C concentrate, which is a super powerful antioxidant. And then our total repair product, which is our concentrate, Repai, containing 2% retinol. Well, I think with this line, you'll be able to reach centers that maybe before you were falling a bit short with Intense. And that maybe they also don't have the aesthetic profile. So this line is like a perfect middle ground, which is working wonderfully here in our testing lab. We're absolutely in love with it, and I think it's going to be a really cool approach, both for clients who are already fans of Intense and for those clients who haven't tried Intense yet. I also want to tell you that we've created some protocols, some self-application rituals for the end customer. All the products come with a QR code that takes you directly to the product information and also to beauty tips with different rituals. But as you know, in this case, there are rituals both for use in the salon and for self-application. We've created 2 new ones, one hydrating and illuminating, and another antioxidant and regenerating. And whenever you want, you can take a look at these protocols, which will also be useful for us. If you talk about them, they'll help encourage the client to want to use all the concentrates, because I've been kind of playing around with it for a while now. We apply this one during the day, this one at night. We mix it with the cream depending on the day. There are a series of guidelines, and they get you to use the whole line. So I think it's really interesting for you to take a look at it. And always advise your clients to use it and tell them to encourage their own clients to use it as well. Well, we've finished with this Ozone line. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll leave you with Nuria so she can explain all the promotions and so on. Best wishes and a big kiss.